Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am Felra, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends, and some of the free champions in this game are absolutely awesome. And I am going to be sharing with you one of my particular favorites that I have been enjoying, particularly today, but just in the game in general. And that is going to be Mr. Yakarl the Scourge, guys. Mr. Yakarl the Scourge himself. All right, so what does this guy do? Why the heck is he so good? And how did we build him? Hold up. Click the link in the description below right now to get a free legendary champion, Bambus 4-leaf, as well as one amazing free epic as you level up. Here are the exact steps you need to follow. 1. Log out of Plarium Play on your PC. If you've never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work there too. 2. Click the link in the description and start a brand new Raid Shadow Legends account with a brand new email. 3. Launch Raid and complete your tutorial. 4. You can find Bambus 4-leaf here as well as Ugo at level 15. This is an amazing account start in Raid Shadow Legends, so be sure to use my link in the description below right now. Well, let's take a look at his kit to figure this guy out. So on his A1, he attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn, books to a 50% chance of placing the freeze debuff. Will ignore 25% of the target's defense against targets under freeze debuffs. So he's going to come in, he's going to place freeze. If they're already under freeze, he's going to ignore 25% defense. That is insanely good, right? That is insanely good. On the A2 here, attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance, books to a 100% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 3 turns, and a 75% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. Of course, that is also booking to a 100% chance of placing the freeze. Also steals 100% of the target's turn meter and places a 30% increased speed buff on the champion for 3 turns. That, guys, that skill's already doing a lot. Will ignore 50% of the target's defense against targets under freeze debuffs. So he's got drop speed, he's got freeze, he's got a turn meter steal, increased speed, and ignore defense, all on the same skill on a 3-turn cooldown. Guys, that is absolutely crazy. You of course need to build this guy with accuracy so that he can debuff for you, but decreased speed is a absolutely essential debuff in so many areas of the game. It's just crazy that that skill does so much. Of course, the 100% turn meter steal is fantastic as well. All right, on the A3, Glaciate attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance, books to a 100% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. This chance increases to 100% against targets with 75% or more turn meter. This debuff cannot be resisted by targets with 75% or more turn meter. This is a great skill for Arena and for crowd controlling waves, right? Especially in Arena, they're not going to be able to resist the freeze that this guy is placing out. Guys, this is awesome on a 4-turn cooldown as well. AoE nuke, right? All right, then the passive here. I really like this passive. I quite like this guy, if for nothing else other than the passive, right? He increases the damage this champion inflicts by 10% for each champion in the battle under a freeze debuff. So something you guys should know about freeze is that freeze decreases the damage a champion under it receives by 25%. Well, not for this guy, because he's going to go in with the A3. He's going to freeze everybody. And then he's going to scale, 40, 50% off of everybody under freeze. Also decreases the damage this champion receives by 10% for each champion in a battle under a freeze debuff. He's going to be protecting himself as well. But really what we care about is the scaling, right? He's going to ramp. So this guy is really good for wave-based content and Arena. Active effect places an unkillable buff on this champion for 1 turn whenever they kill an enemy under a freeze debuff. That's on a 3-turn cooldown. So guys, this kit is all about the freeze. He's bringing the freeze on every single skill. He's ramping off of freeze, decreases speed, increases his own speed, ignoring defense. Guys, this dude is crazy. You'll see that I have him 2-star awakened with Nature's Wrath. So Nature's Wrath is a blessing here. It increases the damage inflicted by this champion for every debuff successfully placed, except debuffs placed by gear sets. So of course, given his kit, we've got decreased speed, and a bunch of freezes coming out. So he is going to scale very well off Nature's Wrath. As far as a relic is concerned, I have one of my cat's gaze on this guy, but I could also certainly see an Irethi coronet for him as well, and that'll scale his damage, right? Instead of ignoring defense, it'll scale his damage. I definitely see that as well. As far as masteries are concerned, we actually don't have a full set of masteries because he doesn't need really a full set of masteries. We took the extra crit rate here with deadly precision, we took the extra crit damage, right? We took Life Drinker here. Because one of the places this guy shines in is Fire Knight, we took Whirlwind of Death because he's going to be our main nuker there. So increases speed by 6 for each enemy killed by this champion, stacks across each round in a battle up to 18 speed, so he'll get himself an extra 18 speed there. He's got Opportunist, increases the damage inflicted to targets with Stun, Sleep, Fear, True Fear, Freeze, Petrification by 12%, which is really good. Bring It Down, increases damage inflicted by 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP. Again, thinking about Fire Knight here. Kill Streak, increases damage inflicted by 6% in arena and siege battles, and 3% in all other locations for each enemy killed by this champion in a battle, stacks across each round in a battle, up to 12%. And then, of course, Helm Smasher, 50% chance of ignoring 25% of the target's defense. For skills that ignore defense, 25% is in addition to the amount ignored by the skill. Very, very good, considering both his A1 and his A2 ignore a chunk of defense already. We also took the support tree for an extra 10 accuracy here. We took Charge Focus, increases accuracy by 20 when this champion has no skills on cooldown. Again, thinking about Fire Knight. We took Arcane's 30% chance of increasing the turn meter by 10% when a debuff cast by this champion is removed or expires. Not only is that great for arena if there's any cleanses or anything with high resistance, but it's also really good for Fire Knight because Fire Knight instantly removes the freezes on hard mode, so he's going to get an extra 30% chance at boosting his turn meter whenever he places a freeze on the Fire Knight in hard mode. And then, of course, Lore of Steel, my favorite mastery of all time, increases base set bonuses of all artifact sets that increase base stats by 15%. The increase is multiplicative, not additive, right? So a very, very solid set of masteries here. The other two that I would take, you might want to take Methodical here. Increases the damage inflicted by this champion's default skill by 2% each time it's used in a battle, up to 10%. And, of course, Master Hexer, just increase the duration of that decreased speed, make it a 4-turn decreased speed. That is going to be very, very cool. So, guys, that's our Yakarl build. We still need to go over sets and stats. Now, you'll notice that there's a lot of off pieces in this artifact set that we have on him, but the ones we took are Perception for an extra 40 accuracy and 5% speed, and Pinpoint for an extra 40 accuracy and then an extra 10% speed at the 3-piece. Here are his stats. He's going to be coming in with 36k HP, relatively squishy, 5.4k attack, relatively high attack, at least for my account, 1.7k defense, again, very squishy, 226 speed, so on the slower side as far as nukers are concerned, crit capped with 250% crit damage, and 358 accuracy, which is enough accuracy to land debuffs in every single PvE content in the game. So we went for, of course, attack percentage on the chest plate, crit damage on the gloves, speed with a speed ascension on the boots. We went for accuracy on the banner just for an extra little bit of accuracy. Of course, we could go with attack, but he needs the accuracy in order to really make this build work. Again, this guy is all about the freezes. So where exactly can we use this guy? Well, I already mentioned that I really like him for wave-based content, right? So one thing that we can do is go into the Fire Knight's castle, and he's actually given me a pretty consistent farm of stage 6 here. Now, we're not going to do it because it's like a 10-minute farm or something. He does hit that hard, but he absolutely smacks, but the Fire Knight's just that tanky. However, what I will do is I'm going to just show you guys what he can do on the waves, right? What he can do on the waves. This guy is a very wave-focused champion. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Padre's going to boost us. Queen of Hearts carrying our drop defense, right? Padre's going to boost us again. Then the Cryodon's going to go ahead and put up a freeze on everyone. Here's the Blizzard Rider. Look at that. 243k damage. Like, 243k damage off of that A2. Again, ignoring defense with the Cat's Gaze. Look at that. Look at that. Over 100k damage on the A3. This guy absolutely smacks, and I don't even have, like, the best of the best stats on him. That is why this guy is so good. He is a free Void Legendary champion that you all can get. Now, you get this champion. Look at that. 48k off of one hit on his A1. Guys, this dude is crazy good. You get this champion by buying his fragments in the clan shop. You can buy 5 a week, so it'll take a little while to get him. But I hope this is showing you that this guy is absolutely worth the investment. Because, dude, he slaps. Dude, he just slaps so hard, right? Taking care of those waves, no problem. Now, this team is not a team that's optimized for damage. Yakarl is our only nuke, right? Queen of Hearts carrying the drop defense. That's pretty much about it. The rest of the team is pretty focused on the boss, right? There's the Glaciate. Still hitting for over 100k. That's without everybody having freeze. Guys, this guy is crazy good. Like, we're making pretty short work of the waves. Obviously, you know, if we had some different kinds of champions, we could do a little bit faster on the waves. But as far as a free champion is concerned, like, he is putting in the work here. Like, he is the only reason we have gotten this far this fast. Like, the dude is crazy good, right? Of course, Queen of Hearts just being really nice to us and keeping drop defense out. Like, the waves are dead. They're completely dead. They don't stand a chance between his damage and his crowd control. And it's really awesome that you can build this champion for both. As you guys know, I love nukers that have utility, and this guy can be your crowd control champion for arena. He can be your crowd control champion for wave-based content. Like, his only problem is that he's not fast enough to be a debuffer, right? But still, like, look at that. Like, he is so consistent with the damage that he puts out. We're gonna go ahead and clear this wave, and then I'm gonna show you him in arena, because I think he also shines very much in arena as well. And we are going to have Arbiter, Fabian, Queen of Hearts, and Yakarl. Again, Yakarl being 2-star awakened. We're just gonna hope that our Arbiter is faster, which is a pretty safe assumption, all things considered. Mentor of Heroes, the other Arbiter boosted. Oh, dang. Okay, well, there we go. We're gonna lose this one because Trunda is a very good nuker. She's at least as good as Yakarl is. Let's try a different squad. Here's a squad. We don't have any sort of ignore defense or anything, but we're gonna go ahead, ignore unkillable. But we're going to go ahead here. Our Arbiter should be faster. Yes, we are. There's the drop defense from the Queen of Hearts. The Fabian's going to do the lockout. Fun stuff. Blizzard Rider. Now, I do notice he does tend to use his A2 or so. There's the freeze. We froze the Leo. Right? So it doesn't really matter what exactly, like, this dude is crazy. The dude is crazy. We don't have to worry about Leo if he's frozen while under unkillable, do we? Now, here's the ally attack, right? Of course, some of these tankier teams, it just generally takes a little bit longer. And there he goes ahead and kills the Mithrala. Absolutely no problem. Oh, dude, the guy is awesome. And it's so crazy that this is a free Void Legendary that you can get. Make sure you guys join a clan that has his slots unlocked, like ours, Righteous Fury, now recruiting. Join me in playing Raid Shadow Legends on your brand new Raid account. Guys, that is going to be absolutely awesome. And once again, if we hit 1,000 subs, I'll get a haircut. So, you know, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Dude, we just cleared the team, no problem at all. We're going to go ahead and actually take him into live arena. It opens in like 36 seconds or whatever, so not gonna be able to do it like right now. But here we go. Let's see what other kind of team. We might be able to beat this team, right? We might be able to beat this team. I really like pairing him with the Queen of Hearts. She is a fantastic drop defense champion if you have her. If you don't have her, like, twice as many people who should have her. Like, there are a bunch of people who have the Queen of Hearts now. If you don't have her, you should have her. Definitely, you know, she's worth considering pulling for. Okay, we got nuked by the Wukong. Anyways, let's get into the live arena and see what is going on here. Now, I do have to go ahead and buy an extra arena refill pack because of the spicy wings that we were eating the other day. I'm recording this the day after I recorded that video, so we do have to go ahead and buy an extra, 5 tokens. Okay, I think we faced this guy before. I'm going to go ahead and first pick Arbiter. First picking Arbiter is becoming my new main strategy because we can either do Armands or Fabian, right? And they'll kind of do the same thing. But I like to first pick my Arbiter now. Okay, they did pick the Armand, so we're going to go ahead and take the Wukong. And we're going to go ahead and take the Yakarl, the Yak Man himself. Let's see, what else are we going to do? We can pick Fabian, so we're going to try to pick Fabian if we can. Let's see what this team ends up shaping out to be, because if they pick a turn meter booster, we're probably going to have to ban that. Otherwise, we're probably going to ban the Armons, and we'll probably take the Podrick as well. The next 2 supports will probably be Fabian and Podrick. Yeah, I think, oh man, it's a Shuzen. A Shuzen is rough. A Shuzen is rough. We're going to ban the Shuzen. I don't like that 6-star Awakened Rotos either, but I think we're going to ban the Shuzen. Hopefully, we can freeze the Rotos. That's going to be my hope. That's going to be my hope. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. They took Armons as their leader. Hopefully, Mikage isn't super fast. I don't want to get a loss right off the bat here with Mr. Yakarl. I do want to show you guys exactly what he can do and why you should be definitely using your clan gold to buy his fragments. There are a bunch of free legendaries in this game that are definitely worth building if you can buy their fragments. Okay, Mikage went first. We have no Wand of Submission on the team, so this is going to be unfortunate. That's fortunate. Okay, yeah, we lose in this one. We lose in this one. Yep, good old Sig. Good old Sigfriend. Yeah, Fabian can't win. One more, guys. I want to show you exactly what kind of nukage this guy can do in Arena. But guys, you saw how good he was for the waves. You saw how good he was for the waves. I think he's awesome. I really think that this guy is awesome. Definitely, like, if you're lacking a solid nuke, you pull your Yakarl and problem solved because he's void, so he'll never weak hit. I was even trying him in Hydra. I don't think Hydra is the best place for him, but he can be serviceable there if you have no one else, right? He's got natural ignore defense. He's got a decreased speed, admittedly on a single target, but on a 3-turn cooldown, it's fantastic, right? Like, I think Yakarl can be good in Hydra if you have no better options. Same thing with Chimera. He can be good pretty much anywhere if you have no better options. Again, this dude is a fantastic nuker who absolutely slaps, right? Absolutely slaps. I do think his best place is wave content, but like, come on, man. He's just so good. He's just so good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take the Yakarl. Let's take Fabian. I'm not super concerned. They did take Podrick, so took both of my speed boosters. That's not good. We're going to go ahead and we can pick Cardinal. That's a possibility, or we can try to outspeed them with like Queen of Hearts or Lady Kimi or Kaimar. Actually, let's take Queen of Hearts. She'll be able to cut in super easy. Ban the Arbiter there. They ban Armons, okay. So I'm taking Queen of Hearts passive to counter the Podrick. I expect them to go first. I expect them to boost with the Podrick, and that should give Queen enough to cut in. Okay, no, I go first. Interesting stuff. Okay, opponent left the battle. Well, you guys still didn't get to see a nuke. You guys still didn't get to see. Oh, I got a gemstone. Oh, that's different. Okay, well, I still want to show you guys a nuke in live arena. So we're gonna go ahead and do one more. Let's see. We've got Capax here. Capax 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we can do against him. Let's see what we can do against him. Let's see. He gets the first pick here. He gets the Duchess. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take Arbiter. We'll take Armons as well. We've got our speed leads. Gonna go ahead and grab probably the cat and Yakarl. Well, no, the cat's faster. And Yakarl, I think that'll be good. I do like Yakarl better than Constantine. For those of you who know, I did get Constantine. I like Yakarl better. Let's see. I can expect one of my crowd control champs to be banned. I can also ban Cupidus because I don't want to deal with the counterattacks. Banned Armon, so I'll take my Arbiter. Let's see what they've got. I don't know. I hope we get to show you a nuke here. He is my fastest nuker on the squad. So we'll see what's going on. Let's load into the battle, and we'll get right to it. All right, we do get to go first. That is exactly what I like to see. And there's a lot of stone skin. Holy cow. Okay, so we boost up. We're going to go ahead and use the Spectral Flourish there. Here is going to be the Blizzard Rider against... Just kills him, no problem. Kills Volcanos, no problem. Volcanos, of course, a very tanky champion. That's what we like to see. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and A1 spam. We don't want to waste that AoE freeze, right? Let's see. I doubt that Venus will be able to kill Fabian. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go ahead and go in with the Enforced Humility. Strip that stone skin. That's what we like to see. Duchess getting a turn probably revives Volcanos. Yes, she does. Fabian's past putting in the work by putting that Fear and the Leech on Volcanos. I just love Harvest Despair as a mastery. It's so good. The Burning Passion. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and buff strip. Do we steal Stone Skin? We do steal his Stone Skin. That's what we like to see. We go in with the Glaciate. Yeet. Freeze everybody. Everybody's crowd controlled. Nobody can do anything. Both our nukers are still alive. Fabian, the squishiest one on the team, because I have him with so much speed and accuracy. All right, let's go ahead. There's Duchess going into the Arbiter. Here is Fabian on the A2. Now, we can steal some turn meter here. Do we want to kill? Who do we want to kill? Let's kill Venus. Let's kill Venus. Blizzard Rider. There we go. Stealing turn meter as well. He gets an extra turn off of it. Goes into the Alice. They have no nukers. They used their revive already. We go ahead. We boost with Arbiter. There's a polymorph into the whatever his face is. Volcanos. Duchess resisted our sheep, but that's okay. Oh, man, dude, I just love this guy. Like, look at what he's doing for the team. Look at everything he is doing for the team, guys. He is such a fantastic nuker. Again, you can get him for free. He's so good. He's so good. I do think he recently got a buff, at least like a year or so ago. I'm not entirely sure when that buff was. I don't know if I was even playing the game, but he did get a buff, and now he's just so fantastic. He's just so fantastic. That A2 it has so much utility, and it slaps so hard. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, so here he goes. Gets another turn. Let's go in with the Glaciate. Volcanos down for the count. Here we go. Go in with the Enforced Humility here. Try to decrease that buff duration. I don't know that Duchess has any skills left. She does not. She does not. They are done. They are dead. This is how it works in live arena. Oh my goodness. Blizzard Rider for the win. Guys, Yakarl the Scourge. Get this champion right now. Again, he is in the clan shop. You can buy his fragments. Like, he's awesome. He's awesome. He would be, I think he would be in this spot where the spirit potions are right now. But yeah, that dude, this guy is awesome. Hopefully my showcase convinced you. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been Felris, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends. Go grab your Yakarl if you haven't already. And if you have, build him. Guys, I will see you in another video.